in the field, but a lot of my best friends are nutritionists, and they have helped me put together a healthy diet plan, or I don't like to use the word diet actually, but a healthy plan to keep me full and energized throughout the entire day. So we decided to put together a little IGTV. I'm not quite sure how to do this because I don't want to spend hours of you guys watching me cooking, so I'm going to start with what I start with. So every morning I take a shot of apple cider vinegar, put it into a big glass of water, and that just helps my digestion throughout the day and helps me kickstart my morning on a very positive note. I read that book, How to Make Your Bed, and they said if you kickstart your morning positively, it should be better throughout the day. I don't know if that's true, but we are gonna stick with that. So start with this. After about an hour or so, I make my daily morning smoothie. I just got the NutriBullet or the Magic Bullet. It's so good. And I'm gonna show you guys what I add to my smoothie. So why I love this is it's a cup in blender in one, so you can take it on the go. I'm usually on the go and trying to use less plastic, although it's hard. So what I put in my smoothie, put it up there, is, and by the way, I eyeball everything, not sure if that's correct, but that's what we're going for. So I do about a handful of spinach.
Yum.
Pack it in there. I do a handful of blueberries, a handful of raspberries, just to make it a little sweeter. And I really try not to have that much fruit throughout the day. I always have like an orange at some point, but I try to stick to other veggies. So then I do that. Then, to keep me full and to have healthy fat, I use an avocado. Really get a knife for that. Sorry, I can't see this, but I try to add a full avocado. And I just smush it in there.
Just went for it.
I just go for it. That's my motto when it comes to cooking. If not, I'm gonna think about it all day. And I wanna be full and I wanna keep it fast. So we put an entire avocado in there. Usually people say to put a half avocado. I think a full avocado keeps you full longer, and also it's a healthy fat, so why not? Then I take coconut water. Right now I'm loving the Harvest coconut water, and I put, this is considered the small bottle. They have a big bottle as well. I throw the whole thing in there. So that's my liquid base. This is really good for electrolytes, and it also keeps it a little sweeter because I do add some collagen peptides for some protein in the morning. Right now I'm loving the Vital proteins. They have no flavor, which I like because sometimes vanilla or chocolate flavors are too strong. So I do 2 scoops of that. And then I love doing a dash of spirulina because I know it's super good for you. I've been using this spirulina manna, and it keeps you energized throughout the day. It's kind of like that superfood you never knew you needed until it became so popular last year. So, then I put the cap on.
Very important step.
Very important. The first time I used this Magic Bullet, I actually did it and it exploded everywhere. Brian was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, that's why it comes with that."
Dead.
Okay, so we put it in.
Katie's actually making me lunch right now.
Yes, this is for our workout class. Why isn't it working?
We can cut this part
It's
out.
really not working. There we go. Okay. Now that's blended. And then usually I take this on the go, but since I'm making it for 2 people, I'm gonna be a little more sophisticated and put it into 2 glasses for us. So this should keep us full since I put extra collagen peptides, and if we need more, we can always make more. So that is really my early morning breakfast. Is I have a big day, or if I know I'm not going to eat until 10 o'clock, I start with this. Cheers.
Thanks, G.
And then what I always bring with me on the go, since you guys know I'm like always running around, is I try to bring like a gluten-free oatmeal. I've been loving this from Red Mill. I try to bring this with me to all my meetings as soon as I get hungrier after my daily smoothie. So this is like my second breakfast, I like to call it. If I'm home, I'll make myself an avocado toast or eggs. On the weekend, I always make eggs, but this is for my this is for my days on the go.
I like these.
I'm just gonna take a sip of this. Delish. Okay.
You approve?
I approve. And then I'd say I usually eat lunch out. I usually have client meetings or meetings at the agency, but if I am home, I always try to make either a lentil or brown rice pasta. And then I always keep them, I have a few of these different, these are the penne, but I have like farfalle spaghetti. And I will make that with just like really simple Rayo's tomato sauce.
I was worried that was going in the smoothie at first.
Because I had it all out. And I'll throw in a bunch of veggies. So right now, whatever veggies I have in my fridge, I'll throw into the pasta. So right now I have string beans, which I'm like, been making them taste like French fries lately by adding the correct Himalayan salt, and they're delicious. I'll usually put mushrooms. I'll always stop at like the local Whole Foods or Gristedes to get some extra goodies to put in there, and that fills me up for a while. I'm trying not to eat as much meat, except I live with a man who loves his meat, and that has been really difficult because he cooks mostly and he loves the meat. I probably smoothie everywhere, but I wanted to show you guys a little bit about what I make for dinner or when I come home if I'm not at dinner for work. So also, I just want to say, I'm the snack queen, and I know snacking, everyone has their opinion on that, but I'm hungry at all times, so I love these bean-filled chips. I also love Siete chips. I love, I think it's called Simple Mills. I love Simple Mills crackers. I always bring a bag of chips, crackers, or nuts with me throughout the day, so I just wanted to share. And then once I get home, if I'm starving before I start cooking, I'll probably have like a couple spoonfuls of cottage cheese with cinnamon. I put cinnamon in everything.
That's so interesting.
I forgot to put it in my smoothie, but I usually do. It gets your blood flowing and also aids in helping digestion. So always do that. I've loved cottage cheese since I was little. I know I'm probably semi-lactose intolerant, but it's one special thing I like.
I know, it's like weirdly a treat.
It's the biggest treat. I think it tastes like
I love it too.
like a blintz or something delicious that like my grandma would make. And then when it comes to dinner, we usually have either a meat or a fish. So tonight I'm going to be making a wild fish to show you guys, but going along with it, we make either spaghetti squash, which I think is so good and filling, or add a sweet potato with it. But I try to just eat what fills me up and what's nutritious and feels good. So I usually add a scoop of sauerkraut. I think I'm like the only one in the world, but I love sauerkraut. And if I'm feeling, I know, if I'm feeling super full, then I actually will have a soup. When I was sick, we made homemade bone broth. I will do a tutorial on that. It's not the prettiest sight, and I'm afraid of people going wild by what it looks like, but I'll go to Brodo if we don't have it, but we do. So this is actually super filling and super healthy for you. So we'll do that if I'm not hungry for some of these. And then for dessert, I always make my famous chickpea blondies using these Lily dark chocolate chips. Where did we have them? Okay, they're hidden right now. Oh, they're here. These, and I always post the recipe for you guys. It's actually my friend Molly's recipe, and I'm gonna have her on the IGTV channel, so she'll be able to share more, but absolutely love, love, love these for my chickpea blondies. Super simple recipe, and that is really what I eat in a day.
Yum. Bon appetit.
Bon